We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos.
Kickoff for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They will run for the first time here with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Block now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Lock going to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Jaguars.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. They'll run. It's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Taylor Gabriel, 47 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's White. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Nothing, our score after 1.
Score, Broncos 21, Jaguars nothing.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Now Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let him know. Watch out. Blue dog working. Squeeze, get in there.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
CJ.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Broncos.
Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down.
First down, here's White. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Lining up for the point
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Watch hands. Watch the twins. Watch twat. Watch twins. Shoot. Let's go.
Block working out of the gun. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
Red. 60 Pittsburgh. Defense. Set the tone. Defense. Let's go. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready, set. 26 Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He completes this to Sutton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Being chased out left. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He hits White, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
first down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
And it's third down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. He completes it right side to White. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And a Jaguar first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
44-yard line.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Tucson. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Opting to run again here with White. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
2nd and long. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This is White on the screen. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Nice 7, let's go. 26 Mike.
To throw it is Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got you, son.
Here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 83 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Running out of the gun with White, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. This is White. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
51 for Mike, boy, 51.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Here we go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing now is Locke. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Welcome back now to Denver, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Going on the ground, it's White, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here we go. Set. 60 orange. Defense. Our time. It's our time. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Ready.
Locke going to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage, as it looks like, yeah, that's Lindsey still down on the field now. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Gordon, first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Slam. Yep, you got motion man. You got motion man right there.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going deep. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's got his man on the out route. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
51
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
18-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 31. Jaguars
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.